on the stream while we get everything together. We just did a little bit of sound checking, a little bit of equalizing, and yeah, how are we doing on the stream?
Oh,
I can hear you fine.
can you hear me too?
Yes, I can. We seem to be a little bit lower than Amano.
Okay,
Can
I'll
size up
increase the
volume, please?
I'll increase the volume. Please continue talking.
Hello, how are you? Hello, hello.
I can listen better to Cass and Sai. Now we are in the same level. Yes, good.
Yes, great.
Great. See, normally we just need a producer, and we don't have a producer, so
No, we're not rich yet.
so let's get those subscriptions. Okay, let's start the stream. Let me first. I switched some stuff over. And let's first do this to the regular screen. Hi everybody. Oh, I didn't hope I didn't scare you. Hi, why is my screen doing weird shit? I'm sorry.
Oh, nice. We have pronouns now.
Yes, we have pronouns now. Let me change something to the lighting. Yes. Okay. Oh no. Sorry. If I panic occasionally, then it means that one of my screens is turned off. But welcome to the stream of the Nation of Dice. We're doing a regular mainstream campaign, D&D campaign. I mean, and yeah. Normally, I always say, let's start with the introduction of someone that is next to me, virtually, of course, and I start at that side. Which is Sai.
Sai, welcome back. It's been a while. If you recall, I'm Void GC the Cleric.
And then
Oh,
we switch over to the next one.
hello guys. I'm Cass. I'm playing Drogo Wildbreak, a halfling barbarian. Uh, let's make this a party.
Yeah, and then we were going to return to our returning streamer because you took a little bit of a recess on your channel. So I've I've watched a little bit of your stream this morning. For me it was morning, I think. No, for you it was morning. For me it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was very happy because I was on fire this morning. I don't know if you stick to the end, but basically the last games we were like, wow, great bot lane playing. So yeah, I'm Kaio and I play Suru, the Tiefling Bard.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Last time was a while. I explained last week. I think it was on the Wednesday. No, or was it this week? I streamed myself on the channel. Um, and I explained a little bit why we weren't available last time for 2 weeks unannounced, which was not the plan. Um, but we're back. And I suppose we are going to do a Christmas episode. I suppose or something. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll stream on a different day before Christmas because this year Christmas and the second day of Christmas, well, we do also do the second day in Christmas in the Netherlands, is going to be in the weekend. So that's pretty annoying. So no extra days off.
Yeah.
That's what most people are annoyed about. Uh, so, what happened last time? Do you all remember what happened last time?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I do, because I write books.
yes.
Okay, Sai, the word is to you.
Alright. The last time we were, I think, a good way almost to either the 2 points of the God of Life or the Raven Queen. And as a ghost appeared, and Serene was able to discern the key code, or I guess combination, it would be the better word, to the portal, and we were able to teleport. And I actually surprisingly picked up really well on that, enough to dial it in so we could escape.
But during your escape, something happened. Do you remember what happened?
I recall that I think I saw the Raven Queen in my dream telling me to finish the mission,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't quite divulge that information to my fellow party members.
No, and in between, also something else happened. Um, Drogo, there was something. If I tell you, you lured them back in. Do you remember? Does that jog your memory? What happened last time?
Um, I learned it. My mind is scattered. It's like like 3 weeks ago.
I mean, you could have checked also the YouTube channel. By the way, our YouTube channel is up to date again, and the last episode was posted 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I have to say Drogo has a bad memory. I only remember we ended in a shop, and I went and that's where we ended. But I know something. I know something. We got attacked, and they kept fighting, and I tried to make sure we went the right way. Something like that.
Kaya, do you remember what where you got both you and Sai, or sorry, where Surim and Void got lured in back in? Do you remember?
Uh, no, especially because it's the last 2 weeks I've been doing tests with my students. And kids, if you get stressed with tests, you have no idea how teachers get after you finish your test because you
That's
have to
when the
correct them.
yeah, that's when their busyness starts at your ending of your test. Well, let me tell you, last time Sai got a little bit behind inside the portal during the transition. Yeah, does it jog your memory even more now?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we
And
had to cross
and
the wall.
Drogo had to do something that failed. Then he tried it again with Surim attached to the rope.
Yeah, now I remember. I threw Sareem at him.
Never make decks you don't stack, kids.
I threw
Look.
Sareem at him to save Void.
And yes, you all ended in the shop, as Sai said. So let's play the game, people. Let's play the game. Oh, let me restart the plates. You all went upstairs, and you were able to identify that it was a adventure shop. What would you like to do? Because there's still stuff here. Everything is a little bit dusty, or quite dusty, but everything looks still good.
Are there candles burning or anything?
No, you get the light from the outside.
Are there candles unlit?
Yes.
I think we could light those candles so that we could see so that you could see a little bit better because I don't need that stuff. Respect my authority. So I'll start looking around to see if I find anything that's edible because I'm tired of eating ratios.
Edible. Okay, roll for investigation.
Investigation.
I would personally like to see if I could find a spear or some other simple pole arm because I think it's spear and
Well,
yeah,
dear
mostly a
people
spear.
watching us, I think we start the game today with a natural one.
Oh,
You do find something. But once you open it up, you all get a smell that is awful.
Okay, I close that thing. It's either a chest or a bag. Close
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, it was a bag that was became a little bit wet. It had grains that you don't know that was ready to be sold and packaged and etc. But that got wet apparently, and a moldy grain doesn't smell very nice. uh, Void, you do find a spear. Yes, you do find a spear. It's a regular one, nothing special. You suppose that everybody who comes in, just who asks for a spear, that they'll have something ready. You find 3 there. How much are you going to take?
I will take. I would take just the one because I don't know exactly how much a spear is, and I'll put like 5 gold down on the nearest counter.
Okay, okay. Drogo, are you looking for something?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for something I think that would be special.
Okay. What would that specialty thing be?
I have no clue. That's why I'm gonna look for something.
Roll for investigation.
16.
16. Well, you do find a strange doll. And it has eyes with bluish stones, a button nose that is red, and a smile, bright, twinkling. The rest, it looks like the rest of the doll is pretty common. It's very normal. It's like made out of cloth, nice cloth, a little bit of silk, lots of cotton and linen. But it does have a pattern, but a very simple pattern. Something straight up, something straight. So it doesn't have intricate waving or something like that. But
I'll put it in my backpack.
the shinies are what, make you like, this could be something.
I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
Okay. No doubt that you have a doll. It is, yes.
I was about to say I was about to start looking for an entrance of some kind. or
An
exit.
entrance. Well, it's very simple. There is a door. Yes, there is a door, and that is at the moment locked. Last time, I think Drogo tried to open it and he failed.
I'll just kind of like look at the door, and I'm pretty sure I'd recall we just stepped through the Drago tried to open the door.
Mhm.
Drago, any way you can break down that door? Not open, break down. We can repair it or pay for the damages, but I don't quite like spending more time in here.
I can try, but first I want to find something else.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look around.
I suppose it's a good idea to pick up some stuff anyway.
Okay.
I want to also look for a rope.
Oh, that's easy. You can find you find 3 coiled sets, 3 coiled ropes. They're
So,
just regular rope, and they're 50 feet long.
I'll add one to my backpack.
Okay.
Do I see any way to leave the place? Like any door to the outside, or
Well, there
any
was
room?
in the back behind the counter there was a window, that could have also been a way to get out. But more obvious is of course a door.
I'm now gonna kick open the door.
Okay. Roll.
You know what? I'll use some force to kick open the doors. But well, this was a success. 10.
Well, it you went with full power. You went, very confidently. You walked up to the door and like, you are going to open now. Well, door was a little bit more resistant than you thought it was. A little bit more resistant. You did crack it somewhat, and now you exposed kind of the lock. It's moving because of the lock. You understand what I'm saying? Um, you dislodged the lock, kind of. It's still not
Alright.
fully dislodged, but it's
I'll kick it another time.
okay.
And that's an 11. 11. Because,
11.
yeah.
And instead of
And then,
putting your full force on it, you gently open it, and the lock drops on the floor, and that's it. Nothing special. Maybe the door sways a little bit open, but and by the swaying open of the door, you hear all the noises from outside, all types of languages, because it seems like far away you also hear masts crack and sails flutter.
I look at Drogo and say, well, I'm glad you were trying to steal my place as the bard, because if you were trying to steal another rogue's place, I think you would fail.
why? I easily opened this door.
I wouldn't say easily. It took you 2 attempts.
Yeah, but it was targeted.
Well,
I didn't want to.
It is a 9 for opening the door, but it is a 2 in the stealth category. But can you hear that?
Yeah, I hear people.
What do you think they're saying? I try to focus on the language to see if I can identify any of it.
Most of it is just regular common. Here and there you find Elven, Dwarvish, Gnome type languages, more Gnome dialects. But you also hear languages that you've heard on the archipelago.
I can hear languages that sound like the language of gnomes and elves, which I don't understand because even though I'm a bard, my intelligence is not the greatest one. And well, do I hear any infernal?
Yeah, you occasionally hear a couple of infernal words, but it's more like a cursing. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not a full sentence, not a full conversation, but it's more a curse word or something like "watch out." But done, and you hear that in multiple different languages.
I feel at home. They're calling my nicknames when I was, traveling with the merchant band.
I'm just gonna walk out while Shurim is doing that, and I'm just not gonna give a rat's ass.
You find a bustling street. It is full of carts, horses, and chariots passing by, carts with goods coming up the hill and down the hill. It's a live place, and if you look more to the east, you will see that hey, you're at a port.
Do I see a tavern?
You don't see a tavern, but you do see a food shack that says Mama Cucina.
I do recognize that name, but I'm going to leave the place we are and follow Drogo.
Shurim, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna look if they have some beer here because I really want beer. It's been a long time.
I'm gonna follow behind them too. I'm coming with them. Do I hear
look at the
anything that sticks out in, let's see, Celestial, Draconic, Dwarvish, or Infernal? Well, you already said Infernal. Do I hear anything in those languages?
Not celestial, but in the other thing, you either hear full sentences or even where languages are mixed, where one person speaks a sentence and then a couple of words from a different language, and then it's a mishmash what you hear. So it's for those who are from New York, for example, you hear something similar like Spanglish.
Mm, also very common in Texas down here.
For example, yeah, it's there is there is of course standard common, which is mostly spoken, but here and there you hear mixes, mixes from languages, just curse words. It is busy. It is busy, and the most of the vendors do speak or do shout their goods, their presentations in common. It's more the more sailor looking folk that speak something else.
Is there anything that sticks out to me from the people yelling out their wares to us? Like,
Um, you see orcs here that are better dressed, and I think you have seen them also in
my monastery that I come from.
yes, and they are from the archipelago, not from the mainland.
Um, hmm. I'm trying to think of what I would do seeing these highly dressed orcs. Yeah, I think I'll approach them. I'll like give Serene a little nudge, and I'm gonna point like my finger that I'm gonna approach the orcs.
Okay. Joko, are you gonna go to the?
I'm walking straight to the Mama Cuisine. Do I see who is behind the like stand? Is it a woman or a man?
It is a woman. It is a voluptuous woman. Hello, how are you doing, beautiful?
Hello, madam. Do you have some beer?
I don't know what beer is, but I have some perfect ale from the
Ale.
from the archipelago.
Ale is fine. Do you have like a giant pint of ale for me?
Yeah, I do, but I only sell it with my food, and which is, of course, my beautiful, a beautiful gumbo.
Yeah, sure. I just want ale.
Well, why be so sad, baby? Why be so sad?
Serene, do you want some food?
As I hear from the outside, I say, "Yeah."
I'll buy. All right, can I get a giant pint of ale and some food for my friend?
That's good. That's good. Give me half a silver. I mean 5 coppers.
You'll get a silver from me. Here you go.
No,
And I
thank
give a
you,
silver.
baby. No, thank you, baby. Very well. And oh my heavens! Now you are a handsome man. And he looks and she looks at Surim.
I look behind myself.
I look
Oh,
behind
me?
Serene.
Now you are a handsome creature.
Oh, thank you very much. I I lay my hands on my pointed horns.
Now you play a pretty song, don't you?
Well, I'll try to do my best. I'm going to get my lute and I'm going to start playing and probably sing some chaotic song about how I went from a ship to a burning forest to another ship to another store to a busy street to a tavern that I have the feeling that I have been there before, but this seems to be the first time.
Okay, roll performance. That's a complicated song.
Well, that is 17. It may be complicated, but I think I made some people smile.
Indeed you did. Indeed you did. She was absolutely impressed. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. That is so beautiful. I have not heard a song so beautiful in a long while. You must be really well traveled. 'Cause I hear notes of everything.
I've been here and there, you know. I've been places.
What?
And I'm sorry, what is your grace, milady?
Oh, I'm Aaron.
Sorry, Eden?
Aaron.
Eden? Nice to make your acquaintance, Eden. I'm Surin, the bard. This is my friend Drogo, and that over there trying to talk to those lovely orcs is Void. We are a traveling bunch. Would you care to tell me what is the name of this port we are in?
Um, how did you get here without knowing where you are?
You would be surprised how many places I get in without knowing where I am.
Uh, she looks very quizzical at you, like it doesn't really ring a bell. So, well, of course, this is Verdia.
Oh, that is Verdia, true.
You're now at the
I
port of Verdia.
yeah, I should have recognized when I heard people calling my own nickname.
Hmm.
Well, thank you very much for the information, milady. Could we sit at a table nearby?
Yeah. If you when you looked around, everything is like constructed from stuff that people left behind. So the barrels are converted into tables. Chairs are from smaller barrels. It's very quaint. It's just it gives cuteness and and authenticity, but also a little bit messiness. But her
Well,
personality like gives it a like, yeah, honey, go sit down anywhere, and I'll be right with you with your bowl of gumbo.
And the giant
thank
ale.
you.
And of course, my big boy, a very big casket of ale.
Okay, I'm going to look for a place to sit with Drogo, but I'll make sure that two things happen. Number one, that I keep an eye on Void,
Mm-hmm.
because I know that Drogo is a social menace, and any problem that he finds, he can solve physically. But I'm not sure about Void, so I'm going to keep an eye on him. And I will try to also make eye contact with Void so that he knows where we are. You know, like
Okay.
when you are in a very crowded food court in a shopping center and you want to make sure that your family knows where you are sitting before they go and buy something at a restaurant to sit at the table. So basically that.
Okay, Void. Uh, are you like staying in sight, or are you really like following these people?
I was gonna try to like approach them, and like the second I would catch their pace, I would try to like say like somehow get their attention, like verbally, or like excuse me, some kind of thing like that.
And they walk around and they say, they don't really pay attention to you. They're just in conversation with each other.
Okay, I'll try again. Pardon me, I could use some help.
Well, hello, hello. Oh, oh, you're one of those clergy people, ain't you?
Yes, I am. I'm Void of the Raven Queens.
Well, that's interesting. I've not seen people of the Raven Queen, not since I left the island.
Island. So, from him saying leaving the island, would I be able to inquire that we're not, and he hasn't seen other people like me? Would my character understand he's not on the mainland?
He's not from the mainland. That's what you do know. Yeah.
Um, could you perhaps tell me about that store, and I'll point to the store that we came out of, with that was somewhat dusty and had the portal.
Wait. You came from that store?
It's a bit more complicated than that, and I wouldn't like to take up more of your time, but yes.
'Cause that store has been closed for months.
Do you happen to know the owner, sir?
Um,
Or perhaps
there
his
were
son,
a
dear?
couple of half elves, or elves or half elves, one of those peoples.
could you perhaps tell me where we are, what port we're in? I think the word's port.
Well, you can't miss it normally, but if you came from that shop, I suppose you don't know. It's Berdia.
Verdia. Okay.
Yeah, the capital. You know the capital of this country, right?
Yes.
Right.
Would my character actually know that, or is this just like completely new information being
No,
sheltered in a little
you would
monastery?
know that this would be the capital, and you know there is also a big temple here. You've heard of the
Okay.
temple, you've never visited.
Okay. I'll just thank you very kindly. If there's ever anything a member of the clergy can do, I'll see what I can do for you, sir. May I have your name just so that I can know who's calling for me?
Ah, I don't really use a name, if you don't mind.
Okay, perhaps some kind of a symbol, or because I don't really know where I'm about to head to.
You'll be fine. Everybody here is pretty nice.
All right, no. If you need me, I'll always be here, or somewhere around here. I guess I don't really. I assume I don't know the capital streets very well. I just know this is the capital. There's a temple here.
That's basically what you know. Well, if I ever need one of the Raven Queen, then I will go to the temple if I can
Mm.
find it.
My name's Void. If you ever need to call my name, I'm a changeling, and I'll give a little display, and I'll change into just a small copy of him because he's an orc. I imagine he's like towering above me.
Well,
I'll
ain't that
change
a
into what looks like a small copy of him.
ain't that cute? And they both start laughing. Ain't that cute? I did not know that people of the Raven Queen had humor.
Oh, that's just what I can do. I've always been able to, and I'll just look at like the next random person on the street and like change into their face.
Okay. Surim, I want you to roll perception.
Oh,
Okay.
oops. Completely. Yeah, that would probably distort him a little. Whoops.
That is a 9.
Okay.
9.
Further up, and it's really busy. So, what type of people are you willing to address?
Oh, I'm just gonna change into like just take this like the form of anyone who's passing by me closest.
Oh, okay. Well, you change in a dress of a someone from the Wataka Arem, which is dressed completely in white. That's their common clothes, is white with a colored rim. You took the rim of gold, which means also the color of clergy, and somewhat of authority, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, I'm doing this like facing the orcs so that just they see that I can do it, not just them, but like anyone.
Well, well, well. I haven't seen those clergy either, for a very long time.
That's true.
Talented, talented, they
Sorry,
keep
guys.
saying.
Just a moment.
Yeah. Talented.
Well, if you ever need me, I'm sure somebody from the temple can reach me. Thank you for your help today.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course, of course. Have a great day, Father.
You too. I'll kind of like get caught off guard because I've never actually been called father. I've always worked with people who are like very personal with me.
Drogo, you are sipping or drinking?
I am drinking because
Okay.
it's so tasty that I cannot control myself. Of course, when can I control myself?
Well, baby, 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 be so easy on yourself. You don't have to drink the whole casket in one go.
Yeah. But when do I drink the next one?
Well,
if I
after.
can finish this one early.
Okay, well, I could give you another casket, but it's gonna be You're drinking me out of house and home.
If I pay you enough.
You know, a whole casket is expensive.
How much is a whole casket?
A gold.
Well, here you have 2 gold. I flipped 2 gold to her.
Well, thank you, baby, but you should, you really should take care of your health.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about me. You're making money.
Yeah, but money is nothing if you don't have good health.
Well, good health and good money.
Okay. Well, a little bit disappointed. She walks and goes help out the other customers. Surim. You were sitting there and you are eating your gumbo, or are you also focusing on what's going on the street?
Well, apparently, by the 9 I got in my perception roll, I am eating the gumbo.
Okay.
And I am
Yeah.
eating the gumbo like with my face on the dish and all.
Yes, you
It's
do. You do
stays
lose.
very long. Since I last ate something that is not racial, so I am, slurping everything.
Hey,
and
handsome.
everything.
Hey, handsome. Cool down. You get acid reflux if you keep eating that fast.
Oh, sorry, my lady. It's been a very long time since I last ate something size up racial. It's the life of an adventure. It's not easy.
Oh, baby, I know. Baby, I know. And while she is looking around, trying to find you, Void, where did you go after that conversation you had with the orcs? With the archipelago orcs?
I guess I'll start looking for. I'll change back to like my original form, and I'll start looking for where I would think Sareem and Drago would go.
Okay. You take a while because you got kind of distracted by the surroundings. But you do find, of course, the big sign of Mama Cucina, and yeah, you can find Sareem head deep in a bowl. Sareem hunched over with a casket on his mouth.
I'll see the food and you'll immediately because I'm gonna tie that my shape changing is tied to like my emotions sometimes, and you'll see that my stomach like actually like sinks in with itself for a second. I'll be like, dude.
Oh baby, you look very hungry.
I'll look down because I'm not used to people saying that. Oh, sorry, and I'll like change back to have like just the regular stomach there instead of it just being like actually sunk in. Oh yeah,
Oh.
I am a little bit hungry. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Father. I didn't recognize you at first. What can I do for you? My Holy One, what can I do for you?
I'd like some food, and my name's Void. I'm not quite used to being called Father. I don't. Am I technically? I'm speaking. Am I counted as like a father? Like, isn't a priest, or am I just, like...
Maybe not so much by the outside or by the inside of the community, but you are considered because nobody really can make the distinction. So culturally, automatically, people will call you father, even though you might not have that type of rank or whatever.
I'll address. I'm not quite just a father yet. I'm more of an acolyte rather than anything else.
Well, I don't know about you, baby, but in this culture here in Vedya, everybody of the clergy is called father.
Okay. I'd like some. I'd like a bowl of what that is. I don't know if I know what gumbo is. I'm pretty sure I've eaten pretty plain food at the monastery.
Yes. I want you to roll Constitution if you take your first bite.
Oh no, okay. What Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Ooh. Afraid. Oh no. That's a natural one. This food is a bit too spicy.
Yes, it is. It's incredibly spicy with you. Oh baby, I didn't want to shock you. Oh, Father, let me get you some water. I did not intend you to get like this sick.
It's okay. And like I'll use my shape change and like my skin will actually turn like not like serene red, but like a light red. And I'm just gonna keep like just going at the board because this is spicy, but it's the best food I've ever had in my life, and I am starving.
Oh, let me get you some water. So she walks away and then gives you a bucket, not a glass, not a mug, not a tankard, no, a bucket of water,
Bucket.
a bucket.
Bucket. When I see the bucket, I'm gonna say thank you. I'm gonna like swallow whatever food's in my mouth very hastily. Thank you, and I'm gonna just chug my face into the bucket. And my skin would turn blue because I imagine the water is cold compared to the gumbo. I imagine it's cold compared to the gumbo.
You are beautiful people. I see that you've experienced so many things, but you was a funny bunch. You was a funny bunch.
Oh, like with water still dripping down my face. Oh, I'm sorry for the rudeness, ma'am. I just kind of do this, and I'll shape change into like her.
Whoa, wow, ain't you handsome?
And then I'll shape change into like the orc that I saw earlier too, just to like prove I can do it more than just like some little parlor trick.
Well, can you read my mind? Cause that is hot.
No, I don't suppose that I can. And I'll just change back into myself and like start like
Oh.
more of a moderate pace eating, more like like actually enjoying the food.
Well, I don't know all this craziness, but I like you all. You need to come by more often.
Um, since I'm eating more moderately, pardon, ma'am, how much for the food and for the bucket of water?
Well, you showed me something that is beautiful and I haven't seen for a while, so it's on me.
Well, I can't do that, ma'am. There must be something I can do for you in exchange for this food. And I'm saying this like in between. I'm eating. Like, I'm starving, and
You're
this
starving.
is delicious.
Well, maybe. There is one thing you might be able to do, because you know where the temple is.
I'll kind of set my I set my meeting with the spoon. I know of the temple. I'm not exactly sure where, but I'm sure I can find it.
Right. Well, I can show you where the temple is. That's not it, but I need a little bit of a prayer for an ex-boyfriend of mine. He unfortunately passed at sea, and I haven't seen him in a while. And I just want him to know that I haven't forgot him.
Well, if you'd like, I can also help you with the funeral. I can do last rites.
Oh no, he was dropped dead on sea, so I don't know. I don't expect him to see him again.
You would just like a little prayer for him somewhere in the temple?
Yeah, if you can do that, that would be lovely.
Might I know his name, ma'am, and your name?
His name was Crass.
Crash. Okay.
And my name is Aaron. But I told this small fella here what my name was.
What? Woo? I'm already half drunk. Like, huh? What?
Say, like,
Well,
the,
she
like, the
meant
tainted-
me.
No, you're the handsome fella. He's the small fella.
Well, yeah, I think so, Adam.
Oh, you know what? I'll be back in like half an hour, and I'll make some coffee, just because this is he's not gonna be all right.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
That is
Ah.
ridiculous.
I haven't drunk in such a long time. I missed ale so much. Serene, why was there no ale on that ship?
Actually, I am trying to remember something. So when Drago talks to me, I'm like, But I'm looking around because I remember that the first contact I had with the captain was in a tavern. So I'm trying to look around and see if I recognize this tavern. Maybe this was a tavern I was in.
No, that was a different tavern. But there was a tavern on the port. That's definitely true. There was a tavern at the
Dang
port,
it.
but it was
Just when
not
I
this.
was about to start, connecting the dots and making a wonderful song about a captain that have a lover in a tavern that died at sea.
Oh,
I'm
Sorry,
sad now.
Void, you were saying something.
nah, I was just saying almost.
You can still make that song, Shareem.
It's not as much fun if it's not something that really happened.
Why don't you sing a song about all my adventures? The amazing Drogo.
Ta-da-dum. I got drunk. I sunk for ships. I got lost. I got drunk again. That's it.
Well-
I slayed a megalodon and I beat a wooden box.
You do realize that if I sing that you're drunk and then I sing all those things, they seem like they were all in your head.
Sad story.
Well, I don't know
Next
what y'all.
Don't worry.
I don't know what y'all been doing, but it sounds like a lot. Why don't you come by tomorrow, and I'll have a little bit more time somewhere in the morning, cause I'll serving something in the morning too.
All right.
Do you perhaps
Nice.
know where we can find somewhere for the night, man?
All across all across the boulevard, there are how do you call that? So inns and taverns, all about, all about. There's one cheap place. It's I think the Singing Mermaid or something with mermaid. That's the
What's
cheapest
the-
place. But if
What's the richest place?
the richest place, I mean, if you
Yeah.
got the money, if you got the
How
money,
much
if
is
you got
it?
the money. I think it's about like a golden night. That's the most expensive one, I think.
Oh,
That's cheap.
Milady. Pardon my friend. When he drinks, he becomes like a big spender.
Apparently.
But before he starts trying to buy very fancy chariots and paying, sports athletes to accompany
Mhm.
him,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to ask you something. It may sound a little bit off, but because of my history,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense. What year are we? What is the date as of today?
It is well, I don't even know. I don't really keep track of time. Um, and you gather because you noticed if you look around that there are a lot of soldiers running around. A lot of people of the uh, Arumshike, so the city guard, and the Kogagung, those walk around a lot. That's what you notice while asking this question. To be honest, I don't really know. I don't keep a track since the whole invasion thing. I don't really keep track of time anymore because I've been too busy feeding all these soldiers and making sure they all get fed.
Pardon, man. Did you say invasion?
Yeah. I mean the invasion in the south.
Are we at war?
Well, not yet, but apparently I hear there. I snuggled up last night with a general, and yeah, well, I might be a I might
Girl.
I might be a big
Go
bit.
for the general, not for the soldier.
I might be a big girl, but I can get it down. And he told me that in the south, close to Aquitania, you know where that is? The Dwarven Kingdom.
Do I? That's a good question.
No, you
Traveling
wouldn't.
there.
You would be that protected that you would not know that. I think Drogo would know a little bit about it because in the beginning, in the travel, you were traveling with someone that was supplying So you might have heard something, like more of a rumor or an announcement of war. Surim, you might have come across it, but also it was more in a sense like it's about to happen, not that it's going to happen.
Okay, so just so that I can, because the biggest concern Suring has with that
Mm-hmm.
question is which timeline are we in? Are we in the timeline when we sailed off to the archipelago and things started
Mm-hmm.
happening, or are we in the ghost ship, everybody's dead timeline, or are we in the timeline where we see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland
If you
together
if
in the
you
same film?
yeah, if you listen to her descriptions, if you listen to her descriptions, then you know that war, if she speaks of war happening, invasion happening, that was predicted months ago, like
Okay,
half a year ago. And that's when you heard about it.
so
So you know that was a long time ago, have
then
passed to this
then
point.
we are not in the past.
No, you're not in the past, no.
Okay. So I just look at them and say, guys, that's wonderful. We are not in the past.
And we have a
Let's say that
reason to
loud.
fight.
I'll just kind of look up at Sareem because I haven't heard of any of this like cross and time stuff. I just think we've been in like different planes this whole time. What?
Yeah, sorry, boy. Basically, before we met you and we went to that crazy plane, we also found a ship that had been sailing for like 200, 500 years ago. Like they had this really, really old language document.
Yeah, that was the where I beat the wood.
Yeah,
I
you
kind of
speak in
look.
that wooden box fine.
Yeah.
I'll kind of look at Sareem and I'll look at like the empty tankards next to Dragon. I'll just be like, "Did you have some of that too? Is there something in
No, it's
there?"
just a great story. Let's find a sleeping place, and I smash the first casket of ale. Bro, I break it, and I take the second one and walk away.
Whoa, 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 she says. Hey, 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 I don't mind you drinking caskets of ale. I do mind that you are ruining my place.
Hold on, ma'am. Before we get upset now, I can fix this. And I didn't even realize this, but when we leveled up and we hit level 4, I could take an extra cantrip, and I took mending.
Okay.
So this whole time, a lot of our issues is just because I forgot I could get an extra cantrip. So I'm gonna. It says here, yeah, a single break or tear in an object. So I will be picking it up like piece by piece, mending it that way.
Okay. Let me first see how successful you are and how
while
long
he's
it's gonna
doing that,
take.
I say, I'm sorry, my lady Eden. Sorry for Drogo. He not only becomes a big spender when he drinks, he also becomes a big breaker. He likes breaking things.
He's always a big
Ah,
breaker as I'm putting pieces together.
we'll see you tomorrow for breakfast. And I just walk away.
Well, you next time behave and you come back to my place.
Yeah, yeah.
He's mending this little mug like piece by piece.
Oh, heavens. And she shakes her head and just like, well, thank you, Father, for trying to clean it up. Just leave it for what it is, and I'll just forget about it.
No, it's okay, man. I can fix it, and I assume enough time has passed so that I have at least like a good portion of it fixed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have.
And I'll just keep working on it. I can fix it for you, man. It's no trouble. You offered me a free meal. I can at least do this for you.
Well, like, I'll at least I get some thing back. In the meantime, you are continuing your food. She gives you a little bit extra, just she gives you some Johnny cakes. Um, like
Johnny cakes?
Johnny cakes, yeah. Those are cheese filled. In this case, they were cheese filled, so it's fried bread, cheese filled Johnny cakes. Um, He said, "Go eat, go eat. We're on the way, and you know where I am. You'll be able to find me again, cause Mama Cucina is here."
Well, thank you, ma'am. And I assume by this point I finally like fixed it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hand it to her. Good as new, ma'am. And I can do that for anything else if you need.
All right, Father. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, don't forget my prayer.
I won't, ma'am. I'll try to handle that as soon as we can after we have breakfast tomorrow.
Great, 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 great. Okay, Surim, are you gonna stay there, or are you gonna follow Void leaving?
Yeah, I'm going to wait for Void to finish eating, then I'm going to follow him, making sure that I give Drogo plenty of time to walk ahead and find lots of confusion.
Oh no.
Okay, roll for Constitution. Roll for Constitution, just a regular Constitution. So no saves, but Constitution.
Me?
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice. 12.
You are intoxicated, sir.
Nice.
So at the moment, you roll with disadvantage. Anything.
Oh no.
I'm gonna, in my big brain moment, I thinking, what shall I do? And I think, I can go to an inn and pay money to sleep, or I can go to the abandoned adventure shop.
Yeah, that place is still there. Yeah. You remember that.
Yeah, so in my big brain moment, when I'm drunk, I'm gonna go to an abandoned adventure shop and I'm gonna sleep there.
Okay. You all get led by Drogo to a place that looks decrepit. It's broken down. By now, some of the glasswork is the windows are busted. The gate, because it has an entrance and a gate. It is gated, so you get on that inner square, and it's like completely torn up. The front door is not even completely whole anymore. You see occasional rat and other rodents running around, and Drogo just leads you there.
I'm
So
gonna.
hear me out. I know this would be a great place to sleep. Like, we don't spend money, and we have a roof. What do you want more?
Can I switch my spear out without him noticing for my mace for a second? Actually, no, I'll do it because he has no idea. I'm gonna switch
Yeah.
out my spear for my mace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use my. He's currently drunk, yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
completely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use my. This is the first time I use it, and it's gonna be friendly fire, so that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my channel divinity divine siege, and I'm going to hit him twice over the head with my mace.
What are you gonna do?
Would you like me to explain to you, Drago?
I don't know what's gonna happen. It sounds really weird.
Hey, yeah, roll for it.
All right.
And I'll give you an advantage on it.
Ooh, on both attacks, nice.
Yes, on both attacks.
No, Drago has caused a little bit too much for me to listen to him right now. Oh, wait, no, I didn't do the roll for a hit. Okay, yep. Ooh,
Yes,
no,
that
10
misses.
doesn't hit. Does a 16 hit?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. Yes, it does.
For 8, a 16 for 8. Okay, and then my second attack. Ooh, good thing I've got advantage. Oh, I assume a 19 hits.
Yes, that
For
hits.
8 damage. So you've taken 16, Drago. You've taken 16 to passively knock you out.
Knock me out?
You
Yeah, that's what I'm
definitely
doing with this.
Surim, would you like to respond to the situation? Because it was not announced, right? You didn't announce this to Surim.
No, I just switched out my spear for my mace the second Drago said we would sleep in this abandoned decrepit shop, and I just bonked him twice over the head. I'll
Well,
describe what I did.
I was in the middle of responding to Drogo's idea, and then Void suddenly does that. I stop.
Yeah,
I look
I
shocked.
knocked him out.
I did
I knocked
not
the
see
poor
that
drunk out.
coming.
I
but
knocked the
do
poor
approve
drunk
of
out.
it.
Does my casket break? that I
Uh,
was holding.
yes, it drops on the floor and it breaks. But you don't notice. Because you are on the floor too, and because the casket broke, you are half covered in ale.
I'm. Is he knocked out or is he still conscious?
He's knocked out. He's knocked out.
Okay, I'm gonna start picking up the pieces of the casket using mending, and I'm gonna look at Surim. I was not gonna sleep here, and he's caused enough trouble today. As I'm putting pieces together using mending.
Um, okay, I get that. And well, far from me to judge your choices of when to actually hit him, but was it really necessary?
Was he gonna listen to us? Has he listened to us not drunk?
Well, probably not, but still, I abide to the question. I mean, a little heads up would be nice. You know, I could have given you some bardic luck for the next time it happens. But
I'm just a
now,
little. I'm just a little bit upset I had to use that on Drago. I was really saving that for when it might save our skin. But I'm not sleeping in there with rats in the portal to who knows where.
yeah. Oh,
Because
by the way,
we never
Dwight.
really knew what it was. We know there's a ship, but we don't know what the heck that is.
Well, one detail that I was meaning to ask you: what did you get from those or? Oh my God, from
Oh,
those orcs?
here you became a ghost.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
I
my God,
scared your
what's
soul out
happening?
of your character.
Oh my God, oh
I
my
scared your
eyes,
soul out of your character.
my eyes.
Alright.
What's happening? Okay. So,
As I'm still putting the broken casket together, I'll look up at Serene because I'm kneeling to fix this, and I'm like picking up the pieces around and next to
Mm-hmm.
Drago. Um, well, they told me that this store has been abandoned for a few months. Actually, we are on Ver. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Verdia.
We're on Verdia, and currently there's not a whole lot of troubles here going on. Although they will call on me as well, because they did give me some useful information of where we were before I met up with y'all.
yeah, basically, we found out that we are in the capital. I don't know if you have any experience with the capital because you seem like the type of guy that grows up in a monastery and never has any contact with the outside world and with the good things in life, like alcohol, meeting people, flirting, offending people, getting in a bar fight. So,
I assume I assume we put the casket back together all in one piece, and
During this conversation, yeah.
I'm gonna point with my mace. Yes, the good things, alcohol, to the knocked out Trunko, probably with a lump on his head covered in ale.
well, good things in life, they have their price, you know, like traveling with Drogo. We get a guy that beats a Megalodon, punches a wooden box, and gives us wonderful nicknames like the Wood Beater. But you also have to, deal with his drunkenness. So there are good things and bad things in everything in life. But basically, are you familiar with the capital? Have you ever been here before you started your religious training?
Did I ever? Because I lived with I lived in different monasteries my whole life until I settled in that one, and then I went on that little mission where it was like to clear out two towns to earn being in the church.
The way you traveled around, you've not been to the main capital. You're maintained mostly outside the capital, more closer to the uh, um, uh, Bodino Delta. That's where you mostly, and that side of before you got into the lake, the temple of the lake, you were more on the Bodina Delta side, and not so much the ocean side.
No, I mostly traveled on the Bardina Delta side. I didn't never really come through the capital. I know there's a temple here, so we might get shelter there.
Yeah, about that, due to the nature of who I am, I don't think I'm very welcome in those places. Um, but good to know that you are familiar with uh, the capital, because basically that's where we are. And as far as I remember, this is where I left when we started traveling through the archipelago. And well, it seems like a good thing that we are in our timeline. That is great.
Well,
Still,
But
while
now we
this
have another problem, which is carrying Drogo to the inn.
he's like half our size. I'm pretty sure I can carry him.
Ooh,
Okay, good
let's
luck
let's
because
see.
I'm
Let's
strong.
see. Let's see. I hear a challenge. Let's
I
see.
get, I have a moderate strength, and Drago's like 4 foot, so I think a 5 foot person can carry him.
Okay. Roll athletics then.
Oh, that's not fair. Okay. I thought it- oh no, I'd assume not. That's a 6.
uh yeah. You tried. You tried to first lift him by the arm. Then you tried to lift him on your back by his arms. Uh and he's not budging at all because he
I'm
has so much compact strength that he's
actually
a brick.
okay.
Instead of he's being aluminum, he is lead.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna start getting frustrated, and I'm going to cast enhance ability on myself. Oh, is it enhance ability? Yes, I'm gonna use enhance ability to do bull strength, and that just flat out doubles my carrying capacity.
Okay, yeah. You are able to lift him up. You carry him on your back, and slowly, Drogo, you feel you're off the ground. You're getting a little bit more aware of what you are, but you're still not real. You're still drowsy.
Do I remember that he hit me?
I hit
Uh,
you from behind. I don't
I,
even know if you
you
saw
did
it.
not You did not know what happened. You all of a sudden you're out cold.
He's lifting me, right?
Yes.
And I'm waking up.
Yes.
And I only know that I got knocked out.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit him in the kidney. Because I think I'm being abducted.
He's still drunk, so he. The best part is he's still drunk, so he's got disadvantage on.
Yes, he does. He does.
Yeah, but that doesn't say much. I threw 16 to hit.
Ooh, let's see.
That hits.
Yeah, that barely hits. You hit one over my AC.
Yes, that hits.
Let's see.
Roll a 1 damage.
Wait, 8 damage.
8 damage. And you get dropped on the floor by Void. By this unsudden attack that you have put on him. Which means that because you're dropping on the floor, that means you yourself take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
He's gonna knock out from being at 0 HP soon.
No, I got still a lot of health. I immediately jump up with my drunk head and what? What are you doing?
Drago, calm down. I'm carrying you.
Why the hell was I knocked down? What happened?
You fell asleep, you drunk. And I'm gonna try to lie to him.
Okay,
I'm
roll
gonna try to lie to him.
deception. Roll deception.
Can I
Oh,
butt in and say, yeah, Drogo, stop drinking so much. You fell asleep. So
You
trying to
roll
get
with
some help.
advantage.
And I roll.
I'm gonna
I do,
roll with the advantage. Oh, I got a 17 and a 19.
17 and 19. Your perception, your insight 17 and 19. Oh, your inside is 13, Drogo. So you don't know what's going on.
He just thinks he drank too much.
Well, what were we doing again?
Finding somewhere to sleep.
Oh
You
yeah,
just
we were
need
going.
something.
Where were we going?
You were pointing at the building and then you just fell over drunk.
Oh yeah, we were gonna sleep in a building, and I'm gonna walk to the
We're-
building.
We're
No,
gonna
we are
find a
not.
building, Drago.
Drogo,
Where
You're
are
a
we
little
now?
drunk.
Yeah.
Drogo, you notice that there is someone in the building.
Guys, there's also someone inside.
What?
Do either of us see this person inside?
No.
Okay,
No.
I'm just gonna tell him, Drago, you're drunk. Just go back to sleep. Let me carry you.
Trust me. And I like stumble to the building.
You stumble
Start walking.
through the door.
Who's here?
It's dark. It's dark outside. The only light that you get is from the windows that were not boarded up. Most of them, those are broken, and of course the door. You do see a shadow.
I sneak up to the shadow.
Okay.
Like, or I try to sneak up to the shadow while being drunk, so I don't know how it's gonna work, but
Okay, roll stealth with disadvantage, and you two see him walk in, trying to be stealth, but you know he's probably fumbles a little bit.
11.
Drunk.
11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to follow him and try to give him some support.
Uh-huh.
Even though I do think that he's just, hallucinating because of the drunkenness.
I'm gonna follow too, just to make sure he doesn't break anything else.
Okay.
I've had mending for one whole session. I've used it twice.
Most people have it forever and never used it.
I'm using it creatively. I'm putting stuff pieces together at a time. Also,
Okay.
I would like to note that when I used enhanced ability, I gained temporary HP, and Drago barely hit less than the full max temporary.
You two, you do see a shadow, but you don't make the distinction if it is a person or a puppet. You understand what I'm saying? A mannequin. That's what I meant.
I don't need light to see. So do I have any better view?
You do see a silhouette, but it was a fraction of a second that you saw a silhouette.
I'll start pacing up and try to get a look.
Okay, you really are looking around. You're not. You're just stepping in and looking.
Yeah, I'm going to speed up my pacing so that I can get closer to Drogo because
Mhm.
if I see a silhouette, I believe that something might attack him.
Mhm.
And as he's drunk, I do really not care what happens to him, but actually I'm curious, so that's why I'm speeding up.
Okay. Okay. Roll for perception.
Okay, perception. Ooh, nice, 17.
17. Well, the individual rolled very low. It rolled a 2. So that's on stealth a 4. And what you see is a woman dressed in black. You have seen this outfit, and it's one of the Phase Noir.
Okay. Get off the shadows. I can see you.
Okay, fine. What do you do? What do you do? What are you three doing here?
Making sure the drunk doesn't break anything we can't replace.
We are here
Could ask you
to
the same thing.
beat you.
Oh, no.
Drago, we don't even know why she's here. I can tell it's a she by the voice, right? Okay, Drago, we don't even know why she's here. She might be trying
Well,
to take inventory for all we know.
And that's a good question. Why are you here?
First of all, that little twink, uh, he can't beat nothing. That's for one. And two,
I'm gonna hit her immediately.
okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, do an attack at disadvantage.
Oh my
A 7.
god.
But I also throw out my other attack immediately.
Okay.
Holy, he's very upset by the fact that he's called a twink and that he can't.
And that's an 8.
Well, you might have gathered that he was hitting air, but she was perfect in her execution of dodging.
You stupid twat.
Oh, calm down. Calm down. You want your answers or not?
I don't want answers. I want to
I
give
would
you an
like
ass
answers.
whipping.
Okay, you can give her an ass whipping after she gives us answers.
I gotta
In-
restrain Drago for the conversation. I still have the strength ups. It lasts for an hour, and I'm just gonna restrain him because I'm twice as strong.
Okay. Are you gonna resist?
Yes.
Okay. You have to roll a strength saving throw, and you roll just a regular athletics roll. Void.
Alright. I get to do that with advantage. So let's see. Oh, never mind. That's a natural 20. That's a 21 for a nat 20.
Well, I threw a 13, so.
Oh yeah, you are restrained as F.
He's too drunk to be able to like actually flail.
And on that note, I fall asleep.
Well, that finishes him for a while. But I can better ask you, what are you doing here? Because you are not one of the people that is on the list.
Pardon,
List?
pardon. Let's start over now that our more violent companion is asleep, and I'm just holding Drago like, and he's just slumped.
Uh-huh.
My name is Void. This here is Sareem, and this is Drago. We. It's a little difficult to explain, but I guess he saw you in here and decided to come see why you were here.
Well, I should have do a little bit more training then. Yeah, I am here because I was asked to keep an eye out here. You are
Okay.
aware of what this is, right?
No.
As far as we know, it's an adventure shop, and I'm gonna speak in like a whispered voice because I'm a little paranoid from those portals and the active portal on the back.
First of all, this is not a shop. This was the guild house of the adventurers of Verdia. And two, the owner died.
Who was the owner?
It was Kendrick.
Does his name ring a bell?
No. For you, is a total stranger.
Oh, Kendrick. Okay, right. I remember the guy.
Yeah, I can see it on your face.
You can sit on my face anytime, dear.
Excuse me?
Pardon him.
Well, sorry. I was just making it work. Like, I'm a boss.
Unappropriate?
With
Ow,
like the mace in
come
one
on.
hand with the slump.
Talking
Drago.
about
Don't make me
inappropriate,
use
you
this on
just offended my barbarian, and then you were complaining that he's trying to hit you.
Well, it's what the F were you three doing here? That was my question, and I asked first. So answer.
Okay, if we knew how to answer that, we would.
Sareem, stop being like that. I'm gonna hit you over the head too, and I'm gonna like shake the mace very loosely in my hand.
I'm going to throw him a look like, wow.
we came through the portal, and I guess what's the back room, ma'am?
But you do know you walked like half a city block to get here, right?
Well, we were coming from getting some food. It's a very long story. We were tired and hungry.
Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you this. You are not on the list to be here. You're not part of the guild before it was disbanded. So my question remains: what the hell are you doing here?
I
Okay,
guess.
let me try this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I play to her the same song that I played in the tavern.
Mm-hmm. Roll performance.
I'll give him a quick guidance, like just barely like bapping him with like my free hand. I'm gonna go like,
It's 1d4, right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a D4.
Right before I start singing, by the way, I got a total of 22. Right before I start singing, I say, cheating! And then I start singing the song.
What exactly is in the song? Because this is important.
Basically, I'm telling the story of how we ended up going from the ship we were in. I'm not going to mention Sitara nor her brother.
Okay.
I just mentioned the ship we were in, and then
Mm-hmm.
going to that weird forest, and then going to that weird cottage, and then going to that weird, very old ship with the souls, and then going to Verdia.
All right. Well, the song is cute. Um, but
Cute? Now I'm offended.
like I said, the song is cute, and you can stay here for a while. I'll let you stay here for a while because I don't see any danger you being here.
Well, we
I'm
were gonna go
sorry,
for.
but we don't want to stay here.
Well, it's a free home. I mean, okay, if you want to do look for something else, it's fine with me. I don't give a
Yeah,
rat's ass.
we are going to sleep somewhere else. Why out of a sudden you and Drogo had the idea of sleeping here? What the heck? Guys,
I
this place is
didn't.
covered in dust.
I didn't. I wanted to go find somewhere better to sleep. That's why I knocked him over the head twice. And because
Well, you do you, boo. You do you.
okay, because she said that, I'm gonna put Drago down for a second, and I'm gonna go to the counter where I had put my money, and I'm gonna take my 5 gold back, because there's no point in just leaving the money
Oh,
there.
you're not in the same shop. You are totally at a
Oh,
different
we're not.
location. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were in the same shop.
No, 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 no. You are
Oh,
different. Totally. He brought you 2 blocks away from
Oh,
where you were.
okay. Oh no,
oh,
never
then
mind then.
it
I think.
changes things. When we realize that, I say, oh, now I see. I'm sorry, my dear.
You are
This
not. You
was
both are
just.
not from here, are you?
No, I want to get
No,
back home more than anything.
apparently, I'm
Sure.
from everywhere. We are everywhere, actually. We're
Ah,
all over the place. But
all right.
I just want to
I'm
go back
sorry.
home.
We made a confusion. Yeah, we just want to go back to the ship where we were. If
I
What
you
don't want
ship?
to
still
go back.
know something.
Well, actually,
What ship?
it's a long
Uh,
story, man.
yeah,
Trust me,
kind
you
of
don't
lost.
want to be there or see it or even know about it. It was a completely unpleasant experience.
No, actually, he's talking about another ship. I'm not talking about that ship, Void. I'm talking about the ship where we were sailing safely and sound.
Are you talking about the ship where Lady Beletsna was on?
Yeah.
You are that crew?
Those
Um,
two, those two are the crew.
yeah, me and Drogo, we kind of met Void in the way, like in the way when we were lost from the ship.
All right. Um. Okay. Well. Right. But there was another member of you here. I'm missing someone.
Oh, who was it? The
Uh,
captain?
It was a girl.
Was it Lady Blavatsky or her sister?
No. Oh, that horrible. I want to say something bad. That horrible female dog. That screaming little thing. Awful.
What?
But no, I was talking about you two were in the reports. Then you are the two that are from the reports. That's what I wanted to say. But you were with three, not with two.
Well, I look at Drogo and say one, two, and I point to Void three.
Hold on now, I wasn't there with y'all then. I was living happily before the owlbears attacked my temple. Or
Okay.
monastery, I'll have you know.
All right. I see that I am trying to keep something from spilling, but
Mhm.
obviously Void is not allowing me to lie. Therefore, I say, okay, why not I try?
Well, roll.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were in three. There was Setara. She was looking for her brother. That is part of your group. And then, wow, that's it. Okay, bring to us. Kill us. Yay, try to kill us. Woohoo.
What? Why does everyone want to kill you guys?
I wake
Where
up.
where is our brother? Where is he?
Good question. We don't know where he is. We don't know where Sitara is. We don't know where the ship is. We don't know anything. We've been forcefully traveling from place to place without knowing the destination or who is going to drag us where and when. And now we are here and you are asking us questions that we can't answer.
Roll deception.
Honestly, can I try to give him some help? I'm not gonna do any abilities. I'm just gonna say, yeah, that fits, man. I've known them for like a week and a half.
When he does that, I say, there. Okay, leave it to the adults. 25. Now it's my time to shine. There's no fists flying. It's just me lying.
Hmm. Right. I will just have to believe your dark
Outburst.
eyes. Right. Okay. Well, sleep wherever you want. And make sure you report in tomorrow.
Report in where, man?
They know.
Do I know?
And she leaves. And she's gone. She's out of sight.
But I don't know.
You don't hear any responses. The only thing you hear is upstairs. You hear a door like move. A window move.
Okay.
I am gonna wake up.
I think I'm going to say it in a very low voice,
Mm-hmm.
but I am really aware that if she's listening, she might be listening from anywhere. I think we should escape the city.
Can we get some sleep for the night? Maybe pick up my gold the the other shop, and I have an obligation to Aaron.
Why did you leave your gold at the other shop? It was clearly abandoned.
Well, I'm sorry. Is there some kind of procedure? Is it just looter's law? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Oh gosh. You are a Boy Scout, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I've lived in a temple my whole life. I am
Yeah.
still wearing my temple clothes. I want to go back and save my home from the owl bears that are still presumably there if they haven't eaten them already.
Can I
Okay.
Yes, Gus.
can I slowly start like what just like not like while they're having the conversation I slowly start walking upstairs to the
I
bedroom that's there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Go.
still
You can go. You can go. And while you drag your leg one by one upstairs,
oh man.
you come across um, of course, a mess because, and there has been looting in this place. You do find the room with a big, what do you call it in English? Dorm with all the beds. Strange enough, nobody laid in the beds, so every bed is neatly and tightly uh, folded up, and that it's like untouched. It does have dust, but it's like right there, freshly made.
I'm gonna like take the blanket and like whip the dust away, and then I'm just gonna sleep there under the blanket. And I'm just gonna sleep there and just don't care about anything.
Void, you wanted to do something?
I'm gonna go get Drago. I still have the strength left. I'm gonna just lug him over. I am not sleeping here.
Uh, point, 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 point.
I'm holding him with the one hand like over the shoulder like this, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna point my mace at him. What?
Point. Believe me, I know how it works. Leave Drogo there. I get a piece of parchment
Mm-hmm.
and write, meet us tomorrow at La Cucina. I make sure that I write the name of the restaurant, the name of the inn
The shack, yeah.
correctly. And what else? Meet us at La Cucina
Mm-hmm.
at this time tomorrow. Love ya, Serene. P.S. Fight hit you in the head twice. And make sure that I write that in a way that Fight can read it. I say, just put him in a bed because he's drunk. He's going to wake up and he's going to come back here again. So I wait for him to place him there, and then
Mm-hmm.
I put the paper like next to him on the pillow in a way that whenever he wakes up, he's going to see it and say, "Now let's go get a place to sleep in clean sheets, and then rested tomorrow. We meet this buffoon and we leave the city."
Ooh.
I'm gonna finally put down like my mace because it's finally taco sleep in clean sheets. Okay, but first I want to go back to that store and pick up the gold that I left there.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's pick up your goat that you
Okay.
left there in the first place
Mm.
with no need at all. Boy, you do have to learn how to not be a Boy Scout.
He has no idea how my channel divinity works or how I even did that. I'll do that to you too, Sareem. I'll just leave you in the street. I'm a
Oh, honey,
little
believe
unhinged at
me.
this point.
You're
Believe me, you
purely
can
out of
hit as much as
frustration.
you can hit me as much as you want, but you will never do the worst thing that has ever been done to me. And Drogo knows what it was. It was the competition bars that was in the ship. That is the worst thing that can happen to me.
I'm just gonna like just let my face go slack from being the pent up to just a. I just want to go get the golden sleeve.
It takes you all a while. I want you to do a history check.
Okay. History. Ooh, a 5. That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
13.
13. It takes you a while, and it takes you a long while. It's close to sundown when you finally get to the shop. Because you kind of got lost without Drogo leading you to the shop. But you get there, you pick up your gold. Are you picking something else while you're still there?
Because we're there and it's already pretty late anyway, I might as well just let's see. Yeah, I'll look to see if there's any like odd looking or different looking spears or maces.
No, no. It's all standard. It's like everybody wants something on the go, then you pick it up from here. If you want something special, you go to the blacksmith.
Alright. Yeah. After looking for a while, because I'm still gonna look, I just be like, all right, I'll stick with this for right now, and I'll just put my mace back up in my shield. So I'm just freehand and my stuff is all in my backpack.
Okay, cool. Surim, are you taking something while you're still here?
No, I'm just making a comment while we're on the way to the store. That is, why the heck did we let a drunken halfling lead us?
You've known him longer than I have, and you trust him a lot.
No, I believe it's not a matter of trust. It is a mix of respect, fear, and care. I feel like his father. I have to take care of him.
Isn't Drago older than me? I'm so lost.
He may be older than me, but he looks like my son. He looks like anybody else's son. He's tall enough to be a son.
I was gonna go like slack face and try to look for the inn that we were told of, the something mermaid, because that's directly what she told us. She thinks singing or swimming, but it was the something mermaid.
Yeah, it's something mermaid, and you end up at that cheap place that she first explained. And that was the Merry Mermaid Inn. Uh, that is something I think you did come across, Surim, because that is where you met the captain.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember this place. I was here before.
And if you look, Void, if you look around, this place does not look a little bit better than the place you just left.
Sorry, we're finding somewhere better to sleep, okay?
All right.
Then I'll start to pretend to take out the mace like I'm gonna bonk him over the head like I did Drago. Because they have no idea how I did that. In character, they have no idea. They were just like, what?
Oh, are you intimidating? Then roll for intimidation.
Do I do that with advantage? Because he saw me knock down Drago.
No, it's a regular intimidation.
That's okay. An 11, and let's see what my... Yeah, no, I only wrote an 11.
Let me see what is your perception again? Or insight is 12. Surim, you start to have an inkling of he's just posing.
Yeah, but I'm not going to let him notice that I noticed that he's posing. So I'm going to say, all right, all right, all right, let's go. Let's find another place.
It takes you a while, and you go more towards the harbor. It's getting darker. The street lights are lit, or that what you can call street lights. They are all being turned on. You see a couple of gnomes walking around with a special lighting tool. Everything gets still, normally at night it would slow down, but not here. Everything is still active, bustling at night. It's a little bit rowdy too, because at the port there are a lot of inns and taverns that are spread around. Then eventually you come to one inn that looks good, not too rowdy. Looks a little bit classy. It is Casa de Cabello, and the purveyor is walking up to you. It's like, "Good morning, good evening. My apologies. Can I offer you something?"
Yes, please. And I'm gonna say this really tired and exhausted because I think we've been up for a solid 18 hours.
Oh, something like that. Yeah.
Hello, can we please get a room with 2 beds?
A room with 2 beds. Well, if you, you do. You are aware that our prices are 5 gold.
Total or each?
Total. That is including food for the night, food for the morning, breakfast, petit déjeuner, and any drink you want, except for the more expensive alcohol. all imported stuff that costs extra, but all local stuff you can get when you come downstairs to the bar.
Could we? I'm gonna try to barter with him. Could we get a price lower if we don't partake in breakfast or a drink? We'd still take dinner, but
Um, how much are you thinking of?
maybe just like a gold less, just four, sir.
Hmm. Roll for persuasion.
This is where being a changeling is helpful because I already get a +4 to that. I rolled a 16.
Okay, let's see. Well, you do look a little bit very tired. So I will allow you for gold to have a room.
Thank
Actually,
you.
when she says that, I say, "Oh, actually, on second thought, I put the 5 pieces of gold on the table
Mm-hmm.
and I say, we would like some round of alcohol because we are going to have a very serious conversation tonight. So, and I pay for the rooms with five
Okay, 5 gold.
gold
Okay.
pieces. Yeah, just for
I just persuaded him to 4.
Uh, when you enter the place, because this was in the front, like outside on what we call in Dutch a terrace. I don't know what you call it in English. I can't get the word. It's there,
Patio?
but patio. Yes, that's what it is. And you enter, and it is absolutely chic. Everything is lined or polished or um, covered in gold. Um, the fabrics that you see around and hanging around are silk colored, different colored silk, a lot of blue type of silk, blue and purple.
Ooh,
Yeah, you see a lot of expensive colors,
very
uh,
extravagant.
and very extravagant. And it's not some, and most of the patrons here are very, very well dressed. Most of them are captains or admirals and those types of people. Um, and when you go up to your room, you're being aided by an half elf to be escorted to your room, and he says, "Well, there you go, sir. Um, this will be your room for tonight. Um, everything will be arranged. If you like anything changed, if you want drinks, just ring the bell or uh, pull the rope where the where that notifies us that you need help, and I will. I wish you a good night.
well, actually, I'd like 2 pints of meat.
Meat, of course. Would you like local or would you like exotic?
It can be the local one.
Oh, all right. Well, I will be right with you then. You
We're going to get in the room.
you get into the room and the door is lined in gold and intricate woodwork. You open up the room and it is just as decadent as downstairs. The sheets are of silk. There is a well, beautifully cut motif around the room. So every bit of woodwork has been cut, um, carved, um, and there is also a complimentary bar, just, just laying there. It's a little table with beautiful flowers, and you notice those flowers come from where you were at the temple. So these flowers came from your temple, basically.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at the flowers and go, home. I'll get there soon. I hope. I don't
And
know.
the room smells of um, lavender, of beautiful barks, and it's being spread with a oil lamp. And you have seen this too, Surim, in other places when you were entertaining royalty or nobility. You know that that stuff comes 30 kilometers away uh, from a very well known spa area and relaxation area where they all grow these types of lavenders to make these types of oils.
Well, Void,
Hmm.
let me teach you something about life outside religious temples. If you're going to try something for the first time, you have to have the full experience. If you're going to get into a very expensive place, don't bargain. It makes you look poor. These people don't like poor. And if you look poor in this place, you stand out. And that is the opposite of what we're trying because we have a group of assassins looking for us.
First, the very sheltered void who's lived in a moderately okay temples can be like,
Mm-hmm.
this is a really nice room and place. Like it's only now hitting him like how extravagant everything is now that he's had a second. And he's gonna look at Shreem while he's saying this. We are poor. I have 15 gold to my name, and and I don't really think I don't know how much more we can stand out, Shreem. You understand I'm a cleric, and from my understanding, that's kind of rare here. We stick out already.
My
And
dear,
why do you have assassins after you? I didn't sign up to be hunted by assassins.
well, number one, yes, we are poor. We are not as poor as you think we are poor, but we are poor because if I stop entertaining, if I stop adventuring, my money will end at some point. So work that classes war on your head. Two, we have assassins chasing our butts because one of our companions was looking for her brother, and they were actually three siblings. One of her brothers disappeared looking for her because she had been kidnapped first. The second brother was trying to find her, but in a more shady and bloody path in which he joined the Assassin's Guild that mandated him to kill people. And when she was looking for the older brother, who was the kind of guy that tried to do things the right way, she stumbled upon her younger brother, who was the kind of guy that did things in a shady, less nice way. And because he decided to help us, the Assassin's Guild started chasing him, and well, by association, us. But right now, we are basically being chased by them. And because you didn't allow me to lie to that lady on the shop, they now know that we are here and who we are. Therefore, we don't want to stand out because my plan is for us to meet Drogo at the tavern. Sorry. My plan is to meet Drogo at the place he's sleeping and run away from this city before they can find out that the note that I placed on Drogo's pillow is cold because we do not want to meet him at the tavern.
Pardon, but I'm gonna keep my promise to Erin. I will say a prayer for her at her
Oh,
for
dear,
her.
don't worry. You can keep your promise, but we're going to wake up really early to meet Drogo, go to the temple, you pray, and we run away.
Okay. Uh, I'm very like it's not really affecting the severity of all this quite yet. He's tired. He's only staying awake for the food for dinner. Ooh.
Or where? What? Can I distinguish where it came from? Downstairs or do I? Yeah. Do I know what time it is? Or is it like? Do I know if it's still? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hop out of bed and look on the in the hallway, stealthily, with or without disadvantage. All right. A 5. What going on? What do I see? Mm. I close the door again. Is there a closet in the room? I drag the closet in front of the door. What else gonna happen to me? I don't.
Please. Yeah.
Not again.
I can't believe the first time I use my feet is against Drago. I think I pulled that off pretty well. Void was tired. He was not gonna sleep in some place with Rat.
But Shareem ratted you out, so you never know
You
what's
didn't
gonna
see the
happen
note
now.
though. You didn't see the note.
Not yet.
I think I was muted again. You all heard me, but I was muted on the stream. Um, my dear friends, what are you going to do this week, Sai?
I am going to register for classes because I finished up my semester just a few days ago, actually, for my exams. Hoping to get the results on that. But yeah,
Ooh,
this week I will. Yeah, yeah. This week I will just be registering for my next semester because yeah, college.
right. Yeah, I've heard a lot of are just finished their heavy duty end of the year exams.
And then I won't have classes until the 16th of next month. So
Oh, great. Oh,
I
great.
got a lot of time to recover.
Great. Great. Uh, Cass, what are your what do you want to share this? I'm stuck. What would you like to share this week?
Um. Well, I myself am also busy with school. I mean, with my graduation internship, so got that going on.
Good luck,
Almost
man.
done. Almost done. Um, and what I would say to everyone is follow us on Twitch. Watch our YouTube to catch up, because
Join our
if you want to
Discord.
follow us, it would be the best to catch up. And on YouTube is every episode. Um, join our Discord below and connect with us. Um, yeah, that's it pretty much.
Sai, you wanted to supplement?
You want what?
Sai, you wanted to supplement?
Oh,
I was just saying follow our Discord.
uh,
Okay.
I was very confused.
Kyle, what would you like to share with us this week?
Well, hopefully on Thursday I'll resume streaming the various games. I couldn't stream last Thursday because I had a computer problem.
Oh yeah.
One of my hard disks just decided not to work anymore, and that was
Oh, that
where
is crappy.
that was where all my games and my streaming software were installed. Yeah, it was so much fun uninstalling World of Warcraft and installing it again in another hard disk. It was so much fun. So hopefully I'm going to resume streaming on Nation of Dice on Thursdays, 3 o'clock for me here in Brazil. For you guys in the Netherlands, it's like 7.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
let me show that. I forgot. I really need. I really no. Other button. Where are the time information things? Where did I stick that? I prepared that, and now I just.
Don't know.
There they are. A mess. A mess, I tell you. Yes, the times are in this. I'm sorry. Were you done? Sorry, I'm taking over all of us.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
all right. And besides that, follow us on YouTube and join our Discord.
Okay. Well, the times I just put on the screen, 792 beats. If you're using Swatch watches, that's the internet Swatch time. If I'm not mistaken, it's 12 o'clock in Texas and 7 o'clock in the Netherlands. If you are in LA, then it's 10 o'clock. My plans for this week is, of course, trying to get in contact with our new player that is still waiting, but she also had exams. So we did not get together for those. And that makes total sense. So it's not an excuse, it's just life. That's what it is. So I hope to this week to be able to get her on the stream. And we might stream that on Wednesday. I'm not sure because I haven't not been able to talk to her. My life as a low ranking manager is also not very flexible at times. So that's time appointment conflicts happen all the time. Yeah, I'm not sharing anything this time. I kept saying I wanted to make a podcast and I still haven't come around to it. So I can promise you a podcast and I hope I'll have it at the end of the year. I'm not sure. um oh yeah, I wanted to ask Asai, do you have anything to boost in the from media or from geek world?
Yeah, no, just like Drago said earlier, please follow our Discord. Our YouTube has all of our
Something
past
more personal,
episodes.
size. Something more personal.
Yeah, something more personal. If you have something like a book that you really want to promote or that you read.
I did just recently finish rereading a personal favorite of mine, Fahrenheit 451. So I would recommend giving that book a read. It is a trip and a half.
Ooh, okay. Uh, yeah, that's a good tip, especially if you have a lot of time now. Okay. Kaya, who are we rating tonight?
Actually, a channel that we have already rated. It's neither VR. They are playing Dungeons and Dragons as well.
Okay, cool. Just let us know. Then I'll start to sign off. And then I'm gonna say tot ziens, right? That's what I always say.
Bye.
Right, bye, guys. I sense the raid.
Yay! Okay. Let me stop the stream. Stop the stream. I switched. changed all the buttons.